Hello everybody. Ah, Pikachu, hi. I Pikachu when you sleep. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about flaws. Things people hate about themselves, things that people think dictate their lives. The media makes us think that the only way to be successful in life is to be flawless. But that can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Things such as movies, television shows, magazines make people like you and me feel like if you're not completely perfect by society's standards that you're not going to get anywhere in life. But the fact is that everybody has flaws, and I think a great way of accepting them and owning them in a sense is to talk about them. So I'm going to talk about 10 things that I hate about myself to the world. Something I've always hated about myself since like ever I was a little kid were my ears. Yeah, now they look okay, but when I was a kid I used to get made fun of all the freaking time. People used to be like, oh, are you Dumbo? Do you fly on your ears to school? I would like sit at home at night and like push my ears together to my face and be like, ah. And even now they're kind of like weirdly like angled on my face, but you know what? I can't change it, so whatever. Flaw number 2. I have like a baby face, I think. Like people mistake me for like 16 or 17 years old and I'm actually 21. It's really frustrating trying to look and feel mature when you have a face where it's like, oh, you're so cute, you just wanna put it. Yeah. Flaw number 3 that I have isn't really like a physical feature, but it's my asthma, and it's something that has held me back a lot in life. Like early when I was a kid, I couldn't really do sports. Like I used to play soccer when I was in kindergarten, and I could never run to catch the ball because I couldn't breathe. And my parents were like, why can't you breathe? And I'm like, I don't know. Another flaw, probably one of my biggest ones, my stomach. You wanna see it? I've literally never had a flat stomach ever in my life, like since I was a fetus. It's always been like kind of a sensitive place for me because I always felt like I couldn't take my shirt off at places or I couldn't do this. Now I'm at the point where I'm just like, you know what? My stomach doesn't define me. It's just my stomach. So yeah. Thing number 5 I hate about myself is my anxiety. I have never really been formally diagnosed with it, but ever since really middle school, I have had a hard time being social and being like normal. It's kind of hard to explain anxiety if you don't have it, but it's basically like the feeling of, you know, like when you're sitting in a chair and you start to lean back and it's like that point where you almost tip over but you don't. That is like the feeling of anxiety, but you have that like all the time and it's so annoying. And I've gotten to the point where I can try to recognize when it's coming on and I can try to do everything in my power to stop it. That's something that I still deal with and live with, but I don't let it ruin my life. Another one of my flaws and something that's really annoying to me is I overthink everything. Like every little decision in my life, like I will overthink it. Even like buying a shirt, I'll be like, okay, it's this much money, but wait, I could spend it somewhere else, or I could do this with that money and spend it on this, or I can da-da-da-da-da-da, and I will literally go down the line in every single scenario of the shirt's existence and think of it, and it's just number 7 on my list of things is my shininess. I don't know if you can tell. Excuse me, what is a cement truck doing here? I will get like like greasy, shiny all the time, and I just feel super awkward because there's all these people out there who have like this flawless skin on their face, and I just have like a mirror that you can look back at. You know, I've tried to use like moisturizers and little oil pads and makeup, and that's helped, but it's still never really completely gotten rid of it. Number 8 is my thighs. I have like a weird body structure. Like my dad's side of the family is very like thinner built, but then my mom's side of the family is very like chunkier built. So I ended up getting like my dad's side of the family like with my bottom legs, and then my mom's side of the family like with my upper legs. And so my like thighs have always been like way more like chunkier than my bottom legs, and so I've always felt so awkward about that because like pants never fit how I wanted to, and I always felt like when I was sitting in chairs I was like, oh my god, thunder thighs. Number 9 is kind of really random. I get sweaty a lot, like a ton. I could literally just be sitting reading a book and I will just feel sweat dripping down my face. I guess the last thing I hate about myself would be that I get I don't really show this a lot, but I get really like jealous and like judgy of people. Somebody is going off and doing something really, really cool. Like part of me will be like, yeah, that's great, go do that. But then another part of me is like jealous that they're doing that and that like I wasn't invited, or like I want to do that too, or like why can't I do that? So yeah, that was 10 things I hate about myself. I think it's really good if you have like flaws or you have things that you hate about yourself, to talk about them and to get them out there, because a lot of the time for me it feels like nobody else has any flaws. A lot of people just walk around like, hey, I'm perfect. I think talking about your flaws and your concerns with yourself really helps to let you accept them more. And that is a great thing in life, to accept yourself more, which I have been working on a constant basis forever. Thank you so much for watching. All my social media links will be down below. Please check them out. I would love you if you did. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.